paragraphs there.
We have to fill the whole back.
Stephen, did you understand the process? That last question here. Cautionary means it's a warning. Why do you think what we watch would be a warning for what could happen in real life?
Alright.
So think about what we saw.
So my group that is.
Could that happen in real life? And if it's meant to show us that, what do we need to avoid?
Let's talk about our critical thinking questions. So, Lorax.
Yes.
What would you have done if you were the Lorax?
Try to take up the whole back page. If you're stuck, again, talk about it with others. That's
Okay.
fine.
I
You
wrote
just
it
need to
down.
creatively try to find a way to add at least that much content.
So let's answer it. What would you have done if you were the Lorax?
Try to fill up the whole back page if you can.
So our first critical thinking
We
question.
can think about it, we can talk about it.
What would you have done?
You just gotta come up with how you think it would happen after the video ends.
Shut down the actual power factory so that it can't
Volunteers, 50 truck full of trees.
Held it for ransom.
Cautionary tale is why it's important.
Ransom something else.
We saw this warning about what would happen in real life.
Okay, so yeah, that's what
And
Alright.
the party hips.
What?
Okay. Alright, so we have very different responses here. We've got attacking the factory or attacking him personally. We've got focusing on the consequences. And again, these are things that when we're looking at environmentalists, these are all actual responses to things happening. Sometimes environmentalists try really hard to connect. And you're right, the Lorax and everything he did, he talked about, you know, I need you to stop, I need you to stop. But if you listen, he never really talked about the long-term effects. Maybe the ones would have responded to that. In fact, once what happened after the Swami, or the hunting fish fest, what happened? Yeah, for a moment, the Onceler understood what was going on and was sympathetic. It was short, because then he learned he was making more money. But seeing those things specifically were helping. On the flip side, yes, you do have environmental groups who do take the approach y'all talked about. Anybody know what we call those kinds of environmental groups? So an environmental group who might sometimes take things too far and start attacking a factory. Yours was a little less, but like actually attacking a factory.
One more. The signs are saying to you. Go ahead and do what? Keep the signs up. So when the signs are the same, we add and keep the signs of the
Alright, Eloise, you can turn it.
So when the signs are the same, what do you do? Subtract and you keep the sign of the what? The bigger number, right? Alright, so these counters, so you have counters in front of you.
Alright,
Red is going to represent the negative.
alright, so listen
White is
up.
going to represent the positive. So let's do number one. This is your counter. Which number
So
is
we pretty
negative?
much
On
understand,
letter A.
one more time, it is
Five.
same sign, add different signs, you subtract, right?
Yes. Right?
Now we're gonna add some more numbers. Alright.
Just wherever you are on your desk, yes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
And
which
then
number
we're
is
also gonna
positive?
look at from real world.
3. So what color are you going to use? White. Mono.
Alright,
And it should be in a row, like this. It should be in a row. Shayla. It should be in a row. It should be behind. Yes, it should be in a row. And then,
alright.
how you can find this also, what I have to remember if it's negative or
Now we
positive,
have four
is
more.
eliminated. So we're going to
Which
take
means,
one red and white
how many
away.
times, you have to do them at least two at a time,
Take
correct?
one red and white away.
Alright,
We're
so,
gonna take the mat, all the mat.
looking at the first one,
What
negative
number are you left
13
with?
plus 5.
Is it negative or positive?
Eight.
Sorry,
Negative
I'm lying.
eight. So I got negative 8 plus negative 4.
Understand?
And then what I got?
So go ahead.
Negative
Go ahead with the next one.
Negative what?
Go ahead and do B, and let me see what answer you get.
Alright, equals negative 12, and the last number I got is plus negative what? 5.
So that would be negative 17.
Negative 17, very good. So So how many times so I did 2 at a time, right? So we just gotta remember, so let's look at number 2. What is 12 plus 7?
19.
If you need more cancers, let me know.
And then plus negative 13. Am I gonna add or am I gonna subtract?
Subtract.
What's my answer?
So, six. Yeah, got it.
Plus 18, which gives me what?
24.
Alright. Alright, so you need a pencil.
That is right. What?
Good job. Good job. Good job. So this fairly okay. Now I have a question. A moment of honesty. If you found this difficult at all, give me a thumbs up. You found this difficult.
Dang.
Found this difficult.
I was
Say
in
thumbs
here.
down, thumbs down. This is my thumbs. Thumbs up if you still find yourself having to question some things about it, but you think you got it. Thumbs up if you're like,
I wasn't here.
so you everything? Okay. Now, thumbs up if you think that if we took a quiz right now that you would ace it.
I would ace.
90 or higher.
I would ace.
I would ace.
You would ace it? Okay, that's good. So let's go ahead, before we do anything, let's go ahead and put these in order. How we put these in order of their sizes. Go ahead, man.
The first one, I put
What's the largest? Oh, so the smallest will be 1. So what's the smallest one up here?
the 7, like 0.008.
Good job. So this will be number 1, right? We agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2 would be what? What's number 2? What's the second smallest number?
It'll be
Why'd you say no?
0.0.
No, that is right.
Is the which one?
She said 0 point. She said 0.
0.01 is smaller than 0.0.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
let's talk about that.
So
Remember-
hold on. So what could you do to find out for sure? What could she do? She's saying that 104,000 with the TH. She's saying the 100th is bigger. What could she do to prove that though? If you're not sure, not by looking, what else could she do to prove it though?
What else can we do to prove that? Because you're saying that this number is larger than this one, right?
Or she's the other way around.
You said this one is larger than this one? Or which way? Which one did you say?
No, I said 0.01 is the smallest.
It's smaller? Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's smaller.
So you think that this one's smaller than this one? Okay. So,
hold on.
what can we do?
Logically, what could you do to figure it out? If you're not 100% sure, what would be the logical thing to do? And I don't know, it's not the logical thing to do. What would you do? What? Does she? Luke says subtract. But will the subtract tell me which number is bigger? Can those kind of on the right track? She said count the zeros, but there's something else even simpler.
Something else we can do.
I don't know.
Huh?
See which like
Hold on, I can't.
Hold on, listen up.
when you see which decimal place is larger?
You could do that.
Can
There's,
definitely do that.
That seems funny.
Like the 1 in the hundreds place is bigger than 0, so 0.01 is fine larger.
so how could you, what's the word? How could you tell though? How could you,
There's something we talked about. I know Ms. Baxter actually said it before, and I remember hearing her say it. There was something that she did where we can, just by looking at these, if we were to use a method, we can figure out if which is larger than the other.
if we were putting these in order from least to greatest, what would you do? You just look at them and
Something
say,
we
hey,
could
this
do.
number goes here, this number goes there. Is there something you can do with decimals to compare them?
Like, what if you put them over each other? Like one over the other? Because then, oh my gosh. Goes in here for 2 days?
Yeah, no, well, because it was, that wasn't the lesson, but. Well, he is right.
Step your game up, guys.
Just, all right, but he is right.
Listen to this.
All we need to do is just, can we write them down and see them real fast?
Alright, so can we just write them down and see what happens? If I'm not sure, because there is some confusion sometimes with decimal numbers and that decimal notation, so why not just write them down? If I have 0 and 100 and 0 and 4,000, if I line them up, now this is how I can tell. And I can still, I said you were on the right track, never said you weren't. And then anything that doesn't, I can put 0 placeholders, so now I'm just comparing. And I want the smallest one, so which number is smaller, 1 or 0? You think 0 is a smaller one? I would hope so. So that's what makes this one. So if you're not sure about a number, just line it up and see.
Line it up and see, as well as, so let me talk, can I talk about something? So you are on the right path. Has anybody ever seen the show, what is it called on Netflix? Where they have the upside down place?
Yes.
Stranger Things,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
We talk about Stranger Things.
That's actually.
When we're
crazy.
talking about decimals, right?
Yes.
Just like negative numbers. When things hop to the other side, when they hop to the other side, if this was on the other side of the decimal, the larger number would be the bigger number, right?
Yeah.
But the larger you are on the flip side, the smaller you are. Okay? Everybody remember that? The correlation? Okay, so I want you to think about that too. So if on the decimal, if the larger you are on the left side of that decimal, right side of the decimal, then you are the smaller number. Okay? So that would be, so this right here actually would be the smaller of the two. Okay?